24 minutes past 9. It's a raining day. Dr. Michael got here like 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I had some videos I wanted to do. And I told Daniel that I'm going to post that.
Man, I'm Birmingham.
I'm Birmingham still.
Still.
That video that you guys didn't do with me.
Yeah.
I did it with myself. I will now tag you guys that. Or at Oyiza, you guys refuse to deal with me. I did it by myself.
Funny how it wasn't like it was refusal. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Can you imagine? I have Dr. Michael's mic and I just assumed that was what was broadcasting my voice. It's not like we didn't want to do the video.
What happened? What is the story?
It is just
you guys are not in the mood like Dr. Michael's. What? Me, I'm not in the mood of all this nonsense. What's the backstory?
Did you work this way? Okay. Is there a backstory to this? I don't think there's one.
There's no backstory.
Well, like you just didn't remind us. At this point, I've said it that I might probably just forget my wedding. Like I might forget. I'm not saying that I don't want to do one. I just said I might forget it because of how
See, you're talking the nonsense.
Attention span. How is he talking in the rubbish? Because I forget things easily.
You don't forget things easily.
But I do.
Hey. It's okay. It's good to have you join us this morning.
My to-do list is gone, bro.
How you feeling, Dr. Michael? First Tuesday in the month.
Cool.
Is it the first Tuesday in the month? Yeah, actually, the first Tuesday.
Birth month.
Your birth month.
Ooh. You know, last year you said you guys. I didn't tell you guys. So
yes.
Wait, was it October last year?
Was it October?
I thought it was April.
No, April.
No,
October what again?
The last day, 31.
31st day in October. Oh, we have to make something. We have to make some. Put it down. Pen it down quickly. What is it? Are we going to be on air on that day or no? Or
What day is it?
Is it Friday?
I don't even know what day it is.
Even good.
It's a Friday. So you take us out.
It was Halloween.
Yes.
Yeah. It's always.
Which one is you take us out? It's the birthday boy.
It's the birthday boy.
People used to take the
Okay, you
boy
organize
out.
birthday party. You organize birthday party so that we'll come and celebrate with you. But it's good to have you join us this morning, Dr. Michael.
Same man. Well done.
Nice shoes, by the way. I really like
you.
your shoes.
Yeah.
They're really cool.
These days I've like fixated on like been usually obsessed with big shoes.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
No, but they're good. They're good for the feet. They
Yeah.
give the feet like a lot more comfort.
Exactly.
Especially when they're like good shoes.
Yeah.
The feet are more comfortable.
The feeling is so.
But it's also a sign of that you're getting old.
Big shoes.
Yeah, because you need to wear something more comfortable on your legs.
Oh.
That's not true.
Well, it depends. Although big shoes is
Dr.
fashion.
Daniel.
Big shoes
It's
is
fashion.
very
Yeah.
fashionable. But then, it is what it is. I want us to touch on two things. So today is International Day of Forgiveness and Happiness. Let me confirm that how it's said. Where is it? So it's first International Day of Peaceful Communication, right? International Day of Peaceful Communication. It's also National Forgiveness and Happiness Day. National Forgiveness and Happiness Day. These two things are happening today.
Yeah.
And one of the first things that crossed my mind, I think it was yesterday, there was this video of this guy saying, let me give you therapy, 30 years of therapy in like 1 minute. And he says, nobody's coming to save you.
Yeah.
Right? And when he said nobody's coming to save you, I kept thinking about it because I think we've had this argument.
There's another guy who spoke about that's not true. There's no such thing as nobody's coming to save you.
No, that's what he said.
No.
You said, did you know the video I'm talking of?
The one where the guy was saying that the word in itself, nobody's coming to save you, is kind of flawed.
No, not that one. Not that one. No, not that one. This is a new. This one is a recent one. It's not that same person. I think we've dealt. Okay, we're not around when I that first guy that said nobody's coming to save you. He doesn't believe in it. And
but I really think that is true.
That nobody's coming to save you.
No, that's a lie.
That is a lie.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's my point. That's my point now because there's this other video of this guy that was trying to say something that he was trying to say therapy, and I wish I'd say. Let me find it on my snap. There's one guy that posted it. Hopefully, I can quickly find it.
Was that today? Because if it wasn't today,
it was yesterday.
Pimping.
It's gone.
I told you.
It's gone.
It's gone.
People are snapping. So yeah, and it got me thinking on the conversation on why people would say things like nobody's coming to save. Because I believe that there are people that are gonna save you.
Oh, okay.
You know, not necessarily the word save is like maybe a messiah.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily a messiah. As while I was processing that, it crossed my mind that I got married in November.
Yeah.
I started working with Oyiza in July, right?
No,
Right.
June.
June. So July, August, September, October, November. So 4 months. Within a space of 4 months, we had worked together in a way that she could show up at my wedding and show up like my person,
Your sister.
my sister, right? And in 4 months. And in that context, that is saving
Yeah.
in a way. She was already friends with my in that space of 4 months. Have you been to my house in that 4 months?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. She had been to my house. We had exchanged contact. She had met with my wife before my wife became my wife.
Because I didn't know who your wife was before I met her.
Yes. Actually, she didn't know who my wife was until I introduced her to my wife. And that was it. So and I thought about it that sometimes how we think of nobody's coming to save us, we need to change the way we think about it. Because it can be in the little things as creating safe spaces. It can be in the little thing as friendship, as relationships that we now build, that we talk about, and how much we can help each other, even in voluntarily and involuntarily, knowingly or unknowingly, in different forms. So when people say nobody's coming to, and a lot of people believe that nobody's coming to save them, which is what is making the world very cruel. People are doing the unthinkable just to because they have the idea that nobody's coming to save them. So how do you help somebody who that is their mindset? They're fixated on that mindset that nobody's coming to save them. They have to do whatever it is they have to do to get ahead.
Yeah, because people can only support.
Yeah, because that's why I was like, I wanted to buttress the point because I mean, I think when we say the term save and savior, it has been put in such a religious term as to like somebody's coming to come and do the heavy lifting for you,
Yeah.
which is not the case. Oftentimes, you just need somebody to redirect your path.
Yeah.
You need somebody to help you stay on path,
Mm-hmm.
of course, especially when you're being tight or when you're like feeling fagged out and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where my mind goes to, like in the term like, oh, save. Because even if you think about it, like in the religious context, it's not like Jesus is going to come down and come and, remove you from the problem that you're in. He will send people your way. Or neither is, typically it's humans that would show up in ways that you needed at the time. Like if you're not conscious enough to make that connection, you will not be able to realize that this is my savior.
So you need to already know what you want, and then people can then come to support you. But it's like you don't know where you're going to, and then people are asking you where are you going, and then you say I don't know. So how would they help you? So you have to first of all know what you want, or plus and know where you are going to. There's even a Yoruba saying I was even trying to remember at the beginning of this week or like last week, like people people can help you carry the what you are hawking, but you will need to first of all put your own hands there, and then they can now support and then carry you. So you can only effectively support somebody else when they already know what they want to do and where. It's only in therapy that you're allowed not to know what you want to do, and then the professional now guides you into. But in real life, outside the therapy room, nobody is going to be able to know how to help you if you don't really know what you want them to help you with. And it's very easy, like and I've seen a lot of clients like that, that they just want you to help them do the
Okay.
thinking and everything.
Yeah, because I'm thinking of it as when we see where people take up young boys and mentor them to grow them and put them in a direction. Is that not helping them figure out what they want?
You will discover that those people, they find it very easy to help boys who already have, like, they've already developed the gift or identified the gifts, their talents. They just don't have the means. So it's more difficult when you just say a boy does not really know anything.
There has to be like something they can see that they want to
So
leverage.
the person will now then provide the means to help.
Ah.
So nobody is really going to do that part for you, except the therapist who can. The best the person can do is to guide.
Okay.
Cannot even tell you.
Yeah.
Because eventually you're still going to have to do the heavy lifting.
Yes.
Nobody can do the heavy lifting for you. You have to do it yourself.
So the professional will just guide you
Right.
into making that decision.
How can parents who are raising kids in today's world
Right.
shape their children differently? I shared you a post of a mom who
I haven't read the entire thing, but I read
who
like the
went
first
to
page.
took a child to a play date, and what the kids were saying, she was uncomfortable with it, and she just kept observing and observing till one of the child took a toy from her daughter's hand, and she told the child to return it. The child called her daughter a silly girl and threw the toy at her daughter, and she was, the child got a cut. She was angry. She was leaving. And while they were leaving, the boy who threw the toy at the daughter
Mm.
said, "Bye, boring neighbor."
Whoa.
And then she gave the boy a stern look that the boy, fear gripped him and he was crying. And the mother of the boy came out and said, "Don't talk to my child like that." So how do we begin to shape our own children in a way that we're able to help them identify what they want? Because I thought we did with peer pressure, but these kids now, hi, they're gonna go through a lot.
Yeah, I don't think we grew up in real life in inverted comma. I think this is real life.
We're so protected.
We were so
Yes.
protected. We had
sheltered.
community. We had
That's the word.
village. Yeah.
It's not just like village, or we're so shielded from everything. Like
Mm.
they never, so many of the things that you came to like into the realization of, as you had to stumble your way through. Your parents never let you learn
Yeah.
at like early age, at the early age stages in your life. You never like got through that because they kept you completely shielded from that. It was either you were not seeing those movies, you were not talking to friends, you like they kept you completely in that bubble. And for the first time for many people was when they left home. That was when they now interacted and like, oh, this is real life. And for so many people veer off the course because they got overwhelmed with that information overload. And for other people it was, wow, swim or drown.
Yeah.
That was what it was
Yeah.
for a lot of us.
Yeah. And you can't really blame those parents or our parents because they didn't really have much.
What do you mean?
I'm trying to be soft on our parents.
No, please don't. I want to understand fully what you mean by they didn't really have.
Let's rip off the band-aid. That's
Yeah.
what I've been doing these days, ripping off the band-aid.
They didn't really have much what we can say capacity.
Ah.
Because it takes a lot of capacity to follow your child to that place, then allow your child to see it, and then you are not able to guide your child. But if you don't have capacity, what you're going to do is
Shield the child.
So that saves you from embarrassment, saves you from agreeing that you don't know, and then saves you from you crying that how come I don't know, and then also
Is that not better than what we have now?
No.
Which one?
With that, like the shielding,
No.
totally, completely
No.
shielding.
That's
No.
not how mentorship goes, because we already said on this program
Yeah.
that parenting is mentorship.
Yeah.
You need to be there,
Mm-hmm.
put the person in the real life situation,
Yeah.
and then guide the person, not shield the person away.
Shield them.
But I would not
Shielding
lie
did
to
most of us.
because it takes a lot of patience.
Okay.
You're going to be very patient for the person to like go through not knowing him or herself to then knowing him or herself. Sometimes you feel like slapping. You know what we hear in therapy rooms? Sometimes you feel like you're just what's this person saying? And then you remain professional and then you now guide the person. But a lot of parents, because it takes capacity to be patient. The more the deeper your capacity, the more patient you will be.
The deeper your capacity, the more patient you will be. And I want to channel that conversation into forgiveness and happiness, which is the International Day of Forgiveness and Happiness. And when you talk about capacity, what do you mean by capacity? And how do you define capacity? What are the things that quantify
Knowledge.
Ah.
Adequate knowledge.
Adequate knowledge?
Appropriate, adequate knowledge. True knowledge. And you can only get true knowledge by questioning. One, what you know. Two, what you are told. Like one of the things that sets you guys apart is you question. You challenge. But in African culture, we are just beginning to encourage people. You need to question. The fact that you are older than me doesn't mean I can't question you. And it doesn't mean that everything that you say is true. And that the fact that I am questioning you does not mean I'm like saying what you are saying is not true. It's also aimed at helping me understand what you are saying. Because the proof of understanding is asking questions. So
Ooh.
if I teach and you don't ask questions, I did not impact, I did not do anything.
Before you go further, the proof of understanding is asking questions.
Yes, that means the wheels
Do
are
you know where my
turning.
mind went to now?
Where did it go?
Being in class and then they ask you, do you understand? And
I
everybody
didn't
echoes
say
yes.
yes.
And when half the class or you don't understand, but you cannot
You have
question
to
because
go and-
if you question, they pick you out as the Olodo or the
you
one
weren't listening.
that you weren't listening.
Whereas the person asking question is actually the person that was able to follow through your
thought process.
lectures.
Hi.
Oh my god.
That's the very tricky thing. Oh, very tricky. It's very tricky, to be honest. The proof of understanding is in asking questions.
So I'm listening to. I mean, I'm always talking about things that I'm listening to, and yes, this one starts with the story because okay, it built up from your brain is not designed to help you grow. It's designed to keep you safe.
Mm.
Right? And that sometimes we tell ourselves stories in our mind and it might not be factual. So you have to question those stories,
Mhm.
right? As to so you know where you're headed. Like if
Mhm.
that narrative or that story in your head, which brings me to like understanding. So like when your mind says, oh, nobody's coming to save me because I was abandoned as a child, or the kind of like attention that I wanted as a child, nobody gave it to me.
Mhm.
And so far, like on this journey of doing my life, I've not been able to, like, nobody sticks around, everybody always leaves me.
Mhm.
So the thing will be to be sure that that story is a fact, is to question, like, why do you feel like you were abandoned as a child? What
Yeah.
did your parents do?
Yeah.
What didn't they do? What did you want that wasn't checked off the
Yeah.
list for you? So like that's in that way, like you ask, it's not just in like in I'm bringing this up so that it's not just in like conversations with between intra relationships,
You can
but
ask
like you
yourself
can also ask yourself questions as to
intrapersonal.
why you're feeling
Right.
those things that you're feeling, and
Very,
in
very
that way
good.
you come to like understand yourself better.
Yeah, and the thing is, you're going to accommodate people. Buttressing what you said, you're going to accommodate people and allow people to ask questions
Yes.
because you also ask yourself
Yourself
questions.
questions. Yes.
So the reason why I think our parents did not really encourage asking of questions is because
They didn't ask themselves questions either.
right, and this
By no
one
fault of their own, because they grew up
no,
on that level, on
the-
that same
in fact,
train of not asking questions or not being allowed to ask questions.
in fact, there's a tweet I'm trying to gather together so as to be able to come and write is the fact that just look at your dad and your mom. They're like your future default by
Yes.
default.
Yes.
And if you're okay with where they are, then that's good. That's how your life will turn out.
And then you don't need to do any extra work.
Yeah.
Just live the way you are living.
But if they are
That was something.
Why would they shout?
but if you are not okay, I wanted to I because I will list some things like, are they happy? Are they fulfilled? Are
Yeah.
they rich or whatever? Then if you are not okay with where they are, then you need to be dramatic or be intentional and do something now.
Let me tell you what has been pushing me forward now. Is a quote that was shared with me last week. That has been my driving force. It's been my driving force.
Proximity to success.
Proximity to success. Ever since I had to ask her, I needed to read it again. I put it in my head. It says proximity to success can be so deceiving because everything fits soft around you.
Feels soft around you.
And part of it go they rub on you while you are having zero motion on your own. One day you will just realize you own nothing, just eating crumbs from associate. And then somebody quotes the tweet and says, success by proximity. Okay, this makes sense. I think it is similar to telling people your plans and then not actually executing them because sharing the plan with others has kind of made you feel as though you have executed it.
Yeah, the thing is, it's a little bit tricky because if you are around people who are successful,
Yeah.
you hear millions, you hear billions, you hear 115 billion dollars. It's going to also change what's going on inside you. And then when you also share your goals with people, yeah, you're going to feel as if they already achieved. And of course, you only do what is already achieved in your mind. So it depends on how you look at it. But I think what they are trying to say is don't get carried away with what is going around and then you feel like that's okay and I don't need to do much. And the fact that they are successful, I don't need to do more. But you can literally, it can push you, it can motivate you to do more. One thing is clear: the people you associate with will determine what you. That person that you say success by, the person will not still remain the same, even if whether the person likes it or not. The person will still change better than will still be better than somebody who is not even close to success. Because there's a way success rubs on people and people around you.
Well, good place to put a pin in it this morning, but we're not done, right? I hope this has opened up the wheels in your mind and started it turning.
You're still listening to the Blast Rise on Blast Number 98.3, your generational radio. Dr. Michael is in the house this morning, and we have touched on the conversation on forgiveness and happiness. I think let's spend some time talking about forgiveness and how it's important. I played an audio this morning on how when you always get angry, you are frying your brain, literally.
The neuroscience.
Yeah, the neuroscience. I sent it to you?
Yeah.
Okay. That you're frying your brain and how that we need to begin to talk about it more and how there are a lot more people coming down with chronic diseases. And at the core of their chronic illness is trauma, unforgiveness, hurt,
You're
grief.
talking about this. I mean, it's at the core of their illnesses, their emotions, and their feelings, and what they have been doing with it.
Right.
I feel we've constantly labeled anger as a negative emotion.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, all these emotions are a part of you and they're meant to protect you. What you feel sad about, what you feel angry about, what
Yeah.
you feel jealous about, what you
Yeah.
feel jealous of, what you feel happy about, what you feel anxious about. Like, I mean,
Like anger is not the problem.
And
It's
who
what you
should
do
not-
with it's what you do
yeah.
with the anger. Osi was saying something recently on his status. He said that that he has grown so much to understand that outburst doesn't solve any problem. He has grown to understand that outburst it saps you of your energy. That the feeling of how the anger is valid, but that outburst it doesn't solve any problem.
And it's a feedback.
It's a feedback.
That's what Oyiza is trying to say, that it's a feedback. It's a feedback to let you know, okay, if I keep on getting angry with this person, it means I might just be with the wrong person.
Besides, oh god, what was I going to say before I lost my train of thought? Oh god.
Besides,
Size.
Yeah, I heard. I mean, what I was going to say after was
what I said,
what has
it's a
left me?
feedback.
Yes, and I think
More like you should know it's an indication that probably I'm with the wrong person or I'm in the wrong area and the rest like that.
I'm just going to like sit and buttress the point that we have labeled it as a negative emotion. Like we've talked about this before,
Yeah.
and in that moment I'm like, yes, guys, you really need to like stop looking at this as something that you shouldn't feel or something that you should repress, because yes, now I remember. So I had asked a friend a question: what's the weird thing that gets you angry? I love their response. Let me see if I can touch on it.
Thing that
Gets you angry.
Let me hear that.
What's something weird that gets you angry? Hold on, let me see.
Women ask some deep questions.
I know, right? We've been doing a lot of that back and forth. It's just really stressful. So I thought to talk. So now, what's the weirdest thing that gets you angry? So they say, I think I know a lot of things about myself, except for what actually gets me angry. I hate getting angry. It gives me lots of headache. So I thought myself not to be, and I am barely mad at anything. So if it's on the side where it's supposed to get on my nerves, I just swerve, mute and swerve. And honestly, I don't pay attention to it to know. And I'm like, because really though, this person is a very cool person. I'm like, oof. You are too cool. Then they went ahead to
Yeah, I
ask
think
me. Then they went to ask me, what is a part of me that they handle well?
Oh.
And I said, I know I'm not a chaotic person.
Oh.
Yeah. I won't say I'm chaotic. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm not chaotic. But I'm hot-headed.
Are you?
Yes, I am hot-headed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's a choleric.
She's choleric.
I am
She's choleric, yeah.
hot-headed. And I feel like you accept that well. Like you negate that well with your calmness.
Yeah. Yeah, she has a
Already too long.
she has a calm side. I think it's melancholy. I think it's melancholy. I'm not sure. I think it's melancholy, but I'm not sure.
Danny, why is Daniel laughing? What is this? Oh no, you have no idea how worse this is. I swear I have ruined it.
Ah! So what did they post yesterday? Let me.
My fans.
My fans like Bami. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna come back to that, but I like where that conversation is on what is the weirdest thing that gets you angry.
Yeah.
And the question that I had about happiness is, are we, because there's sort of like a renewed wokeness around
To that episode yet?
the happiness episode. No,
Yes.
I haven't finished. I haven't started.
Because if you had started it, you would hear some things about how.
So I wanted to ask, there's a renewed wokeness around I want to be happy. And it's in the I want to be me. But I'm seeing the you that you are, and it's a mess. And I wanted to understand if our idea of happiness can be shaped by trauma and shaped by rebellion.
Yeah, because if you develop a wrong personality, then your definition of happiness or your state of happiness will also be messed up.
Mhm.
So last week I talked about identity and I talked about personality.
Yeah.
Identity talks about the real you.
Mm-hmm.
Personality is formed more by your environment where you are, and it's what people come in